Okay, so I want to do Mufasa's updated morning routine. This very sweet boy, you will notice there is numbers all over the house. That is more for me than it is for him. So this very sweet boy just went to the potty, didn't you, Bubba? But you didn't do a number 2, okay? So no pottying on the treadmill, okay? Yeah, your trainer's very proud of you, Bug. You're a very good boy, huh? Yeah. Hi, honey. You're a very sweet baby, huh? This is an updated look on the spot that he had on the side of his neck. It is starting to actually blend in with his other fur. Now, this is a harness that we make. However, the handle that you see on it is set for me and Mufasa's height difference. I'm 4'10", and as of yesterday, we know you are 21 inches at the shoulder. Yeah. You ready to go for your treadmill? You want to go for your treadmill, buddy? Come on. And this stuff, I can't get any of this out of the damn carpet. Ugh, it's irritating. And then this one, right here, likes to drop her bones, which I'm gonna put that one over there because hubby is usually the one that makes the decisions on whether the bone is okay for them to have or if it's too small. And if he thinks it's too small, he will throw it out. You ready? You ready? Come on. Get on your treadmill. Good job, Nugget. Here is the number 2. We are going to start the treadmill. It takes a minute. You can hear it trying. It's trying to get going. So I'm going to get him to speed. Okay? And then I'm going to pause you guys and put a timer on for 45 minutes. And this is what he does. He just walks on the treadmill. That one does as well. She is more of an in-home service dog, and he goes quite literally everywhere with me. And then this one is retired. For new people, this is my retired service dog, Maddie. She is in a cone because she licks her paws raw, like raw and bloody. It is actually quite bad. But I'm gonna go set a timer for this one. Hi. And continue with the encouragement and see where we get from there. Okay, so this is the calendar that I keep track of everything and to how much exercise he's actually getting. So on the July 11th, he was at a speed of 3.2. He did a time of 10 minutes, and for calories, he burnt 18. Also, little fact here, July 5th was Ozzy Osbourne's final performance. That made me quite sad. I've seen the final performance. It's actually kind of hard to watch. So today is the 20th on the day that I am filming this. So he is at a speed of 3.5. Okay. He's doing 45 minutes, and he did 45 yesterday at a speed of 3.5. So I know it's gonna be somewhere around 78 calories. Now, with that, hold on. So this is the other paper that I go to on a regular basis now. So for number one is Movie Potty. So we took him out, we got him to go potty. Number two is get coffee, which this morning he absolutely refused to get out of bed, so I was able to get my coffee first. Take morning medicine, already did that. Now Moofy is on the treadmill. Start happy music. I always do that from the bed. So even before Moofy goes potty, that one should be up here, but it's not. Now, feed Moofy. This one I do tend to wait for because when he gets off, he pants kind of heavy. So I wait for him to not be panting as heavy as he normally does when he gets off the treadmill, and then I will feed him, because he's the only dog that actually gets fed in the morning, and my girls get fed at night. Make YouTube video. Usually it takes me a couple of days to get a video out for you guys. After the video, it usually results in something like this. So I will normally get that cleaned up, hop in the shower. When I'm done with the shower, I will normally get hubby's medicine, wake hubby up, and then we do hubby's face care, which I'll put a picture at the end of this video. I went to go and open the sunscreen a couple days ago, and it literally exploded all over him. It is the funniest picture ever. So we obviously need to take care of all three dogs. I was kind of struggling to figure out what dog would get what day, if that makes any sense. It just kind of always turned out on a Wednesday that Moofy would get his care day. So hubby decided Monday is Maddie's care day, and then Friday is Zena's care day. So I gotta set alarms for these and wait for this to be done, and then I will show you from there what else it looks like. Okay, so is it we or I? I'm not really sure. I did my little like training session type thing yesterday. Anyway, some of the things that we talked about, which the meetings have been going quite a bit longer than what they normally do. I don't know if that's from me not paying attention or me noticing everything that I've been noticing lately. Not really sure. But one thing I noticed when Mr. Mufasa was working, he has slowed down. Not like a bad amount, but noticeably. Okay? So, my trainer wants me to hop on the treadmill at some point and figure out what a normal walking speed would be for me. My trainer just texted. That's pretty funny. What a normal walking speed would be for me, which is where we need to get Mufasa to, so that he can have the power to be able to keep up when I need him to keep up. So, figure out what my walking speed is and get him up to that for 45 minutes. Right now, it stands at once a day, which is normally in the morning, but like I said, he hasn't been getting up with me, so I don't know. I'm doing what I can to get Mufasa on a thyroid medication of some sort. Now, I am going to be switching vets because I didn't like what this previous vet pulled. That's a whole different, story time video in itself. So I'm trying to see about getting him a thyroid medication, get him to a new vet where they can get, a baseline of care for him. And then Banfield does virtual appointments, which is a really good thing for me and people that are in my situation who don't currently have a working vehicle. The only way I am able to get around is thanks to my mom. Quite honestly, I don't know what I would do without my mom. I love my mom to death, and I don't say that enough to her. So, hug the people around you, love the people around you while you can. Once we get Mufasa down to the weight where he is supposed to be, which, if I remember correctly, I think is about 60 pounds for where he stands. I think it's 40 to 60 pounds, something like that. And then he continuously hands me his thunder shirt. So I'm genuinely curious. I think he really likes it, because every time I take it from him, he starts wagging his tail. His tail goes from 0 to 90 in 0 seconds flat. It's crazy. So we are going to look into maybe getting a shed defender for him. It's the one that I have found so far that allows him to go to the bathroom. There's a fly in here. It's the only one that I have found so far that allows him to go to the bathroom. Now, if you go on Shed Defender's actual website, there's a lot more, size-wise and color-wise. The only problem is a Shed Defender alone is, $70 for a piece of fabric, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But if Mufasa likes the compression from the thunder shirt, I'll put it on him when he brings it to me, which is we're going to teach him that when he brings it to me, if that tells me that you want it on. Now, when you start laying there in front of a fan and panting, that's when I'm going to take it off. I would like to get all of my dogs a particular vaccine, because I heard that parvo is going around in the area where I live, and actually one of the trailers that are down over here, I just found out that one of the dogs has passed from parvo. So I need to get all of my dogs the parvo vaccine, at least the booster for it. Now, some of you guys may or may not know, Maddie is a parvo survivor. It's a lot. I was told the last time I had taken her in that if she gets parvo again, she may not make it. So I really don't want to chance that with my dogs. So I want to see about going to Tractor Supply and getting the booster shot. And then I'm going to call my bestie and be like, hey bestie, I need your help. And then see when she can come and help me give my dogs the vaccine. I did find out through my trainer that you do in fact have to log when you give your dogs these kind of vaccines, just so that they can add it to their records, I guess. And then we got to talking about the possibility of Mufasa retiring if he starts to go deaf, he starts to go blind, he starts to have any kind of major medical issues. 4 dogs that were suggested to me were a Boykin Spaniel, which I thought Blackmouth Cur was rare. I think I have only ever heard of Boykin Spaniel one other time, and that was with my trainer. A smooth collie, a rough collie, and quite possibly a Doberman. I want to get one of these dogs as a puppy, so because I found that teaching a grown dog how to walk on the treadmill was not very easy. And I'm hoping it'll be easier with a puppy. And I want to raise a puppy. The last puppy I got to raise was 12 years ago. And that's too damn far for my liking. Anyway, those are some of the things that are going to be incorporated with everything. And then this is just kind of how it turns out. It's not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing either. Like, I genuinely like teaching Mufasa new stuff. I'm always looking for something along that line to be able to teach him something new. And when I talked to my trainer, Mufasa does very light mobility at the moment, but we're thinking he might need to do like moderate kind of mobility. I will not do any kind of bracing on my dog. I don't believe dogs should be put through that, and I'm almost always with somebody who can help me up, or I can figure out a way to get myself back up off the ground, obviously. But yeah, so I'm going to continue with him, and we will come back and mark the calories, feed the boy, which I did actually put his food into his bowl. The other thing that I do want to let you guys know is with Mufasa's food, he's on a like weight loss specific food and a high quality food. He is also on Consequin, and I get questions almost daily asking if Consequin is actually worth the price. For my dog, it makes a night and day difference. It depends on the dog. But one thing you guys gotta remember is it does take some time to build up in the dog's system. Now, another kind of thing on top of that is Mufasa has very dry skin. Okay? Are you really gonna do this shit again? Stop it. So part of that is to try to get him to eat some type of coconut oil. Like, I can't put it on his skin as a moisturizer type thing. There is a hydrocortisone cream that you can get. He gets very rashy underneath. I do believe that is yeast. Just from what I've been able to search and what I've been able to find, everything points to yeast problems. So, with that, we do need to be able to get some vitamin E oil for him. We also need to get the hydrocortisone cream for him, and I need to start him on a fish oil supplement and a vitamin E supplement to help with his dry skin, along with the vitamin E oil for his skin. So, there's that. Like I said, I'm going to continue with this and we will come back later. Okay, 79.5 calories, 3.5 for speed, 45 minutes, and a distance of 2.66. He is done. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Okay, all done. All done. Come on. Now he's probably gonna go lay over here. There he goes. Turn on his squeaky fan. You did it, Nux! So now I have to write 78 calories, I believe. Yeah, he did the same as yesterday. Alright. So, that is where we are at. Now I'm going to wait for him to not be panting as heavy as he is. And I almost always check the water and I can see there's like a ring starting to form around it, which just tells me that I gotta wash it, which is totally fine. However, at the moment I'm not going to do that because he is panting as hard as he is. I'm not going to take away access to water, especially after he exercises like that. But yeah, I'm gonna wait probably about 15 minutes and then go. If he goes for water, great. If not, then I will feed the boy. Hot nugs. Oh, bye-bye. You did so good, Nugget. I'm so proud of you, buddy. Yeah, right now, obviously, like, he still has to eat, but right now, I'm just trying to get him used to being back on the treadmill. When we lived in lot 17, the power would pop every single time, and that was only a 30 watt, I don't know what the hell it's called. Anyway, that's a 30, and the one that we're at is a 50. So this one works a lot better for us. We're actually able to have AC, all the good things in life. So I'm gonna wait, and I'll come back and feed him. He may not get it right away, but he might. I don't know. But yeah, we'll come back. Okay. Hi, cutie. I see that little tail wag. Yes, I do. That's so cute. So, took off the harness. Okay. It's been probably about 20 minutes. And one thing that me and my trainer talked about, specifically yesterday, was seeing about getting him a tactical harness with pouches on it, and then filling it with dog food to add a little bit of extra weight to help him lose some of this weight. Mufasa is almost 100 pounds, so he's kind of a big boy, like, honestly, really is. So I was looking online, and I found this. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the leash, but it's got packs, it's got the handles, and it's got clips to it as well. And I've been looking for a collar with some kind of handle on it. The last collar I got like that, though, he did not like. So I'm not really sure how this will go. But I think this is one that maybe we should try. I should probably go and look for more options instead of just relying on one. So this is the one that we currently have, like I said. Alright, ow, just hit my knee on the damn desk. That's what that looks like. He did not go to his water like I wanted him to. But this boy is blowing some stinky farts. Do you have to go potty, Nugget? Do you have to go poops? You gotta go poops? Alright. Okay. You wanna try go poops? No, I don't shave my legs. No, I don't really care. Alright, okay. Alright, come on. Ooh, it's hot up here. Holy crap. Oh, God. That hurts. Come on. Where are you at? Here you go. Good job, Nugget. Oh, we had a pee. Alright. So, I'll come out here and usually clean the yard and stuff. There's a random stick on this goddamn... Okay, well, that didn't work. Just play it. I need you to go poops. No? Go poops. Good job, Nugget. So, I am going to clean up the poop. I still have to get the cobwebs off of this. I do plan on doing that, and then I gotta pick this back up. And then when we found a baby bird in our yard, I was raking through almost everything. I think I'm gonna have to do that again. Hi, Nugs! I'm gonna have to pull this tree over here. I don't really care for trees growing over here. But I'm gonna have to get all that and then fix all of that. Okay. Whew, you left a stinky one. Holy crap. Alright, here we go. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day. I forgot to end the video, so here we are. I love you, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Bye, guys.